Do you ever feel the struggle to get the fire burning in your business? Well, maybe you just aren't using enough fuel. What's up, everyone? My name is Brandon Vaughn and welcome to Map to a Million. Since we've been growing this service business from zero to now $100,000 a month in only 4 months, the number one question that I get asked is, Brandon, what are you doing for marketing strategies? So in this video, I'm going to talk about my top 3 marketing strategies that I'm doing and how you can also build your business to 7 figures using the exact same secrets as I'm using. But first, I want to give you a little bit of a recap of what we've done so far on the marketing to kind of set the stage for what we're going to be talking about in this video. So first off, in episode 4, we talked about branding. We worked with Ryan Kettering at Prolific Brand Design, and he created this killer brand for us with wise coatings, with the elephant. When people see us, the first thing they say is, man, are you guys a franchise? Like, they're totally blown away by the branding and marketing that we've done on that. So make sure that you've invested in a good, solid brand. The other thing that we've done is we've gone online, and I actually worked with Michael Grigory over at Click Call Sell, and he created hundreds of business listings all over the internet with our contact information, our hours of operations, pictures of our work, portfolios of projects that we've done, so that now we rank higher for SEO purposes. When people are searching for floor coating services, they'll be more likely to find us. And that was also in episode 4. And then also in episode 6, we went through and showed off our brand new website that Michael Grigory over at Click Call Sell made for us. And this thing has been converting like crazy. In fact, we got our first lead within 3 hours of our website going live. It's absolutely been crushing it for us, and we're getting lots of leads coming in through there. So make sure that you're investing in these areas first. And now let's jump into the marketing strategies. So let's answer the question, what are the top 3 marketing strategies that I'm using to get my business from 0 to 100K a month? The first one that I want to talk about is what I call pay to play. One of the things I want you to ask yourself is, if I want to build a business to $100,000 a month in revenue, how much am I spending on marketing? Typically what I see too often happen with service businesses specifically is they're only spending $500 a month on Google ads and $1,000 a month on Facebook ads and a little bit of direct mail, or maybe they're just relying only on word of mouth referrals. That's going to get you so far, but really you got to make sure you're setting aside a good budget. The day that we started spending $150 a day in marketing. And that was a big push. I mean, we really started going all in. But because we hired people right out of the gate, I wanted to make sure that there was a constant supply of leads coming in. And you can pay to play in this area. So let me show you all the different areas that we kind of started advertising in. Now, one of the big takeaways that I want you to get from when you see this list is don't just go all in on one single marketing channel. I want you to think of yourself like a marketing scientist, where you're testing, you're tweaking, you're optimizing. You're going back in and you're optimizing things so that you get better conversion rates. And so because of this, you have to kind of watch out for a few key metrics. You gotta make sure that you're looking at your cost per lead, your customer acquisition costs. How much are you spending in each one of these channels to get one single lead? What's your closing ratio? How many leads do you have to talk to in order to get a brand new customer? And to be honest, there's certain key things that you have to do in each one of these areas to kind of optimize them a little bit better. For instance, with Home Advisor, a lot of people hate Home Advisor, and you know what? I get it. They can give you fake leads, you can spend a lot of money and not get too much of a return. we found a few key things to really make Home Advisor work better for us. Not the best, but still work better for us. That is calling leads within 30 seconds to a minute. That's really important to make sure that you're actively going after those as fast as humanly possible. Optimizing your service area, calling up and disputing bad leads. That's another part of it. But then you have to look at like the total for the month, divide that by the number of leads that you're getting, and then kind of optimize these numbers over here. Same thing with Facebook, making sure you have compelling headlines, doing split tests, doing different copy, doing different images, different videos, different call to actions. One ad may bomb on Facebook and another ad with graphics might actually be a home run. So testing and tweaking these, and again, being that marketing scientist is really important to make sure that these are paying off. So all in, between all of these things, we've been spending anywhere from 5K to 10K a month. So think about that for a second. If I'm going to be spending this much a month, that's how I'm going to be getting to that, $80,000, $100,000 plus. And if I want to get to $200,000 a month, I'm going to be spending 20K. So again, make sure that you pay to play. The second marketing strategy that we've been leveraging so hard has been referrals and relationships. Getting your customers to refer other people to you, and also building relationships with other service business owners and people that can continuously refer work to you. So let's talk about that. So I want you to ask yourself a question right now. Who is constantly referring work to you? Do you belong to some of your local chamber of commerce? Do you join and are part and participate in a BNI group? All of these types of things, as far as like building relationships and starting to build out that referral network, are really important. But there's one more really critical area that I want to make sure that you're doing on a regular basis, and that is straight up cold calling. So when you cold call, people that own different service businesses that have the exact same customers as you can build that nice relationship to where they refer work to you and you refer work to them. So what I want to do is I want to take you over to the computer and I want to show you how you can actually put together a hit list to start calling some of these people and start building out these relationships for yourself. So let's go over and I'll show you. I'd like to introduce you to a fantastic database called ReferenceUSA. It's actually been rebranded to Data Axle, or also known as InfoUSA or Info Group. But you can access this database through your local library. If you have a library card, you can log in to their website and you can use this database to start mining some information. I'm going to show you how it works. So here you can see that we have a database of 62 million businesses. We also have new movers and homeowners, consumers and lifestyles. You can look up name, addresses of people based upon their demographics. It's crazy what you can do with this, but we're going to be interested in the business side of things for right now. So I'm going to click on Advanced Search. And then to start my search, I'm going to pick keywords and SIC codes. So let's say I want to start getting some networking with a painting company in my area. I'm going to type in painters, select that SIC code for painters, and I'm also going to select a radius around a specific zip code. So we're just going to go ahead and pick a 30-mile radius. Now look at this. There is 504 painters in my area with this SIC code. And so here's the greatest part about it. I can go in and I can export out this list into a CSV file, and now I have my hit list to start calling. And then I can start building those relationships. And let me tell you a little bit about what my script looks like. I'm going to take this list and I'm going to start calling down every single one of these people, and this is what my script is going to sound like. Hey there, my name is Brandon Vaughn with Wise Coatings. I own a floor coatings company here in the Portland area. We get so many customers that ask us if we know of any good painters in the area that can do wall, painting, exterior painting, and we don't do that service. So honestly, I found your name in the phone book and I just wanted to kind of reach out and learn a little bit more about what you do. Now at this point, they're gonna be me, talking all about themselves, right? People love to talk about themselves. But at the end of the conversation, you'll notice a turn where they say, now, what is it again that you do? And when you tell them and start explaining a little bit more, they say, oh man, I would love to be able to refer people to you as well. And then at that point, set up a time to go out, exchange business cards, and start building out a relationship. And then go through this entire list and start finding those key individuals in all these different service industry verticals that have the same customer list as you. They have the same types of customers. Build those relationships and start finding ways that you can refer people to your business. Once you start working these relationships and start getting this referral network built out, I want you to think about adding gift cards into your arsenal. So I actually have an example of one of our gift cards right here. And if you'll notice, we have this $100 gift card. By the way, this little chip right here is fake. It's not actually real, but it makes people feel like it's a little bit more important. We have our phone number, and then on the back, we have something really interesting. This is a tracking number, so we can track specifically who has used these gift cards for customers. So we have a full tracking sheet. We hand out 50 to 100 of these at a time, especially to key specific referrals. We hand one out to every single one of our customers so that they can give the gift of $100 off. And when a customer uses this, because we have this tracking number on here, we can actually give that customer or that referral a $100 gift card for themselves as well, like an Amazon gift card. So this has been a really great system for getting more referrals. And if you think about all the people in my specific line of work specifically that refer people to garage coatings, we have auto detail repair shops, dealerships, literally garage door companies. Think about all the people that could refer work to you and incentivize them to give out those referrals. Okay, for the third marketing strategy, some people may make the argument that this is a little bit more of a sales strategy. But the reason why I like to call it a marketing strategy is that it's the art of making sure that you move a customer from an estimate to an actual sale through the art of follow-ups. I want you to ask yourself, how many times are you following up with a customer who fills out an estimate request, maybe on your website or on Home Advisor? You reach out to them, you never get them. Take all of those leads and move them into a nurture sequence, meaning they're getting text messages, voicemail drops, emails from you on a regular basis, trying to get that communication. We've had some customers that filled out an estimate request all the way back like 4 months ago, and we couldn't reach them. But months later, because of our follow-up, we were able to catch them and finally schedule that in-person estimate. Or if you think about the second part of the follow-ups, once you've given the estimate to a customer, are you sending them voicemails and postcards and text messages and all those things that you want to do on a regular basis? So I'm going to go really in depth into this very topic in a future episode. So make sure that you're subscribed and you don't miss out on that one. But here's some components that make up a really good follow-up sequence. One of the first things you want to make sure that you're doing is sending them an instant text message. A lot of people respond to text messages and see them within about 30 seconds of receiving it. The open rate on a text message is about 90%, which is crazy. But also, don't forget to do things like voicemail drops. And a voicemail drop is something that's so cool because you can pre-record a message like, hey there, this is Brandon with Wise Coatings. I saw that you filled out our estimate request form. I just wanted to reach out to you and see if we could schedule a time to come out and give you that estimate. You're not mentioning their name, that just automatically drops right into their voicemail. And it's a great tool for kind of making them think that they just missed a phone call from you. Another great important thing is emails, making sure, even though the open rates are typically way worse for emails than they are for text messages, make sure that you have a good email sequence. And then build out that nurture sequence to where if a customer enters it, they're constantly getting like little value add pieces of advice. How to organize your garage and make it neat and tidy. How to do maintenance on your home for the springtime. Things like that. And then one other ninja trick that I like using is automated postcards. So imagine giving an estimate to a customer and then within just a few days of you going out and giving them the quote, they get a postcard from you that looks like it was handwritten. And there's lots of things that I could dive into more about that. But again, make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss that future episode coming out very soon. We're going to talk about the ultimate customer journey and how to build this out from scratch. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So don't miss it. If you're struggling in your service business right now, remember that marketing is like a skeleton key. This is one of my most favorite analogies that my good friend Josh Latimer mentioned, where literally imagine a skeleton key that opens up any door. Marketing is just like that. If you can become good and proficient at marketing, you can literally open up the floodgates to any business. And when you have more phone calls and more leads and more work coming in than you can possibly handle, It makes it easier to make those decisions like, let's hire some more technicians. Let's bring on a full-time salesperson or an office manager or more people in the business to help kind of accommodate the growth that we have coming in. It literally makes everything in your business easier when you have those good marketing systems dialed in. So make sure that you start doing some massive action and execute on these 3 strategies. I guarantee that if you apply them correctly, you too can grow your business from 0 to 7 figures. And if you haven't yet, make sure that you like this video, share it, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. We're gonna have even more content coming up. And a huge thank you to our Maps Mastery members for supporting the channel. To learn more about that, click on the link down below, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.